to
the overpass.
like there's west, no, it'll take you down to, you're gonna stay on the 2000.
Okay,
You're gonna stay on 2000 west
okay,
the whole way,
till,
till you get into town to
Yeah.
West Street,
okay, that's what I thought.
to Fall
Hey,
River,
it's me.
Medical,
So
whatever.
if I just turn right when I
I'm
come
the
to that
first
Yellowstone
person
thing down
here.
here,
So
and then I
here,
go straight for
I'm
forever.
gonna take a screenshot of it to show you that you're gonna go all the way until you get into, like, that's gonna take you all the way down to 20,
Is this the Yellowstone thing?
right there.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, screenshot that and send it to me.
And you'll know where you are, because you'll get into town.
Oh, I know once I get that,
Yeah.
I just don't know out here. I know I go
Yep.
left.
So you're gonna go out here
Mhm.
on the dirt road, like I
Turn
said,
left.
and you're gonna turn left, and you'll see the Yellowstone thing, and you
Turn
can go
right.
straight.
Hey
You
guys,
either have to turn left or
Okay.
right.
Guns and History, Corbin Jackson,
No,
But
the
I
phone
can't-
won't-
Dallas.
I can't do
What's going on,
that.
everybody? Starting a little late, sorry.
I know.
That kind of sucks.
I know,
You need to get rid of some
a
of
little
those
different.
stupid games you play.
Looks a
I
little
know,
different,
look at
huh?
them. They're all pictures of Jake and videos for dance and everything, so I'm like,
Download them.
to where?
The cloud,
I don't do
your compute, dude, it's $1.99 a month.
Oh, you have to pay for it? I didn't even know
Well,
that.
you get so much
I
free,
didn't
but
see, I am not tech
you
savvy.
get so much free and then,
Okay,
get over here,
so I sent
sister.
you the picture. So like I said, go down
Okay.
there to the Yellowstone.
Goal started.
Lake, and you're gonna go all, you're just
I need a
gonna follow
banner.
that road all the way
Who wants to
down,
be the banner tonight,
okay? So
friends?
you'll stay right on that.
And you sent it to me?
Get your face over here.
What do we got here?
It's midnight.
I don't.
Thank you, guys.
Dude, we don't care.
What's going on, Green Hood?
Wait, you cannot do a picture like that.
You're good, Guns and History.
First of all,
Good.
my face
Don't worry
is
about it.
like hugely fat.
So that's why I was like,
Hey, listen, all you have to do, we are.
Whoever writes a
You
good
put
banner
your
or message
face
can be
where
my
you-
banner.
Sorry, it's.
no,
behind
my
you.
hair, look
There
at
we
my.
go.
I don't
Yeah,
know, say
9
come
people.
on.
Sorry, not even looking.
There we go.
Not even looking at you guys.
Look, we're cute.
No, I
I'll
think
take
you're
it.
cute.
I'll take it,
Listen,
Sandy.
Okay, well then let's do it
You
again.
have makeup and hair done.
We're doing this
That looks
to
like I
send to
just woke up.
Sharon to show her what she's
All right.
missing out on. No.
The
I don't know
only
where the thing is.
only aunties are back
Yeah,
here.
so you're gonna have to hold the thing like that.
That's what I almost called the stream tonight. Was Large you took that as
Okay, now
live
do
is
something
That's
stupid.
with
Ready?
only
That's a horrible
aunties.
picture.
Okay, that's,
So-
It's not a horrible picture.
that was a better one. That's a better
Look at
one.
my face.
Eloy, it's actually
Right.
2.5 to 10.
Dude, you
It's
do the
way
cutest
more than
one
4X.
while I'm doing the stupid face.
Way more than
You're
4X.
such a jerk.
Who are you talking to?
Mr. Hi Moms.
I was like,
No.
okay, smile, and then.
You
I'm
can
like,
go
I said,
look
"Can you
at
do
a
stupid
bunch
face?"
of footage
And
of
you're
me
like,
shooting it on my channel
I
though.
went like this.
I know you were.
Sir
all
Blythe,
cute,
what's
and
going
I'm
on?
like, the one face.
No, we're not doing another one, we just did a bunch.
Ed plays,
for sure.
always.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
also
just gonna
in Air Force Reserve, so
Oh,
there's that.
She didn't even count, she doesn't get
I'm
much.
not going to live stream.
Well, that's what we.
Cody C.
Yeah, that's what we were
Dad
saying about you, bitch.
Huh?
Italy car.
I know, I said I wasn't going to, but then we came home and I was like woken up. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do it.
Bye, I love you.
Love you.
That's
Love you.
it.
We're gonna shut this.
Okay.
I mean, do you want it open a little bit?
The like button has a 1969 Ford Mustang Boss for sale. That's cool.
What?
Do you have to use the bathroom?
That's right, Rockstar. I am the Air Force Reserve. Not that it matters. It doesn't make me any smarter or more doesn't mean my opinion, my experience. It doesn't make me more of an expert on firearms. I'm not. It just means that I have experience with firearms. That's all.
Oh, we didn't get syrup.
Vortex, what's going on, buddy?
Dang it.
Give me just a second. I need to step back here to my laptop, and I'll be right back.
I can make eggs.
You're gonna make some eggs?
I'm gonna make eggs tomorrow.
Yeah, this isn't bad. That's why I like this.
Internet, I want to make the eggs tomorrow.
What kind of eggs?
Whatever kind you want. He's pretty good at it.
Okay, we'll let
I
you
like
know.
I like cooking now.
Okay, you can cook eggs and I'll do the pancakes.
Thank you.
Except I realized we don't have any syrup, because I was gonna get syrup from Krista, so maybe I might have to go into town and get some
You
syrup.
will not be able to get regular syrup for stuff.
No, she said that she had some at her mom's house.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Thank you, like button. I hear you. Thank you, like button. But this is an Airbnb, so it's not even my couch.
That's because we were just talking
I have the mug, friends. I have the mug. You just can't touch the guns. No touch. We can't touch the guns.
Do a card battle. Oh well, I'll
Okay. Hello, Utah Dad is live. That's me. That's me, guys. Okay, we got 39 people. Hey, you two have to get up early. Later, Sammy. You have a good night.
I need to do a quick live stream. At some point.
No, so I'm up in Idaho visiting family, guys. So my youngest brother got married back in June, and he had his open house here because he lives here in Eastern Idaho while he's going to school. And they did their open house with like their friends and some more of our family. So I drove up here. It's only like a 3-hour drive from here. Aventador, no. In fact, the mere statement implies and like obligates me to ask, are you okay? If you are advocating for someone to physically harm you, are you actually okay? Primo Sale 15. I did vote for Trump because I wanted to vote for someone who could form a sentence. Have you ever heard Kamala Harris?
That's
So
valid.
the thing, the dream of tomorrow is today's version of the belief that we are all a dream of the thought of a hopeful place
Okay,
where
sugar
we
level.
can, like, seriously,
How dare you celebrate Christmas?
right?
Hey Dad,
So-
can I show you my steroids enhanced necros?
Sure. Go up to the camera and show them.
This is my steroids
They can't
enhanced.
see it.
This is my steroids enhanced necros when I finish enhancing him with steroids today. Basically,
WTB, the Epstein files. Primo Sale, are you seriously talking about the Epstein files? I would love for the Epstein files to come out. But I have a question. Did the Epstein files only exist in the last 6 months? Go eat a bag of dicks.
Who's talking about the Epstein file?
I don't know, some freaking dude.
here I'll show
Seriously. It's not like the Democrats and the Biden administration and the Kamala Harris and them. It's not like the Epstein files didn't exist then. Either they did and everybody's covering them up, or they don't exist. So you're sitting there shitting on the fact that they're still being covered up, and they were being covered up by your previous administration. Like, the logic.
Nothing,
Oh man.
nothing new has.
Oh man.
No, the answer.
No, I'm laughing. It's funny. Yep. Like button. This is a 223 Wild as well. Oh, Red Cherry. I agree. I am a all persons on the Epstein list that took part in the shit that happened on the Epstein Island. I think they are all excellent candidates for the wood chipper. All of them. Every single one. I don't care what it does. Primo, you're saying that the Democratic candidates weren't on the files. How do you know unless you've seen them? Oh my gosh.
I guarantee that Bill Clinton was on the files.
Well, that's what I mean. It's just like, well, none of the Democrats were on the files. And I'm like, I don't care who is on the files. They all get the wood chipper. But also, if you know that no Democrats were on the files, why don't you just release the files? You clearly have them. If you know for certain that Democrats weren't on the files, release the fucking files. I did not want to talk about politics tonight. I just wanted to talk about guns. Man. Oh, man. Reason for knowledge. The bolt carry group in this one, I can't remember what kind of bolt carry group it is. I've had this gun for like 10 years. So, man. Shao Kahn for president, yes. Scrolling through, saw your site, subscribe from Canada. Thank you. I'm sorry that you don't get the same freedom that we do. If you can convince your boss to like, or some of your provinces to be like, hey, we'd rather be part of you guys. That would be all in. It's a Timney drop-in trigger in this one. I can't remember what bolt carrier group it is. Like button. I like it. It works for me. I know that some people don't like them. I like mine. What's going on, Simba? A generous con. I'm in. I think that we shouldn't have bans at all on AKs or full autos or any type of firearm. Hello from Illinois, the only CCL state. Lol, waiting for mine currently. Joey, I am sorry. I lived in Illinois for 2 years, and it was yeah. I'm sorry, but that's my aunt. Do I trap shoot? I don't trap shoot. I do sometimes shoot pigeons at my mom's farm, which I am about 4 miles away from because we have lots of other families staying there, so I'm staying in an Airbnb. Frosty Dags. I would recommend 30-06 to anybody. You can hunt pretty much any type of game that's a practical type of game in all of the United States, including Alaska, with 30-06. Scarlett, I hear you, man. I'm sorry. I have family that just came back from an LDS mission in Australia, and my father-in-law, he talks about how much most people in Australia hate that they can't own firearms. So, JK, what's going on? Oh, I'm sorry, Dylan. I'm sorry you fell down. Best CCL option? I like Glocks, but depending on what your budget is, there might be a better option. Yeah, I said that, Primo. I started with that. Like that. Yes. What's the best longest revolver you would recommend? A generous con. What's the best longest revolver you would recommend? I mean, I've only owned this 44 Magnum for a week. I shot it for the first time today. I grew up shooting a 44 Magnum because I grew up in Alaska. I don't know that it's truly practical to have a barrel longer than 8 inches in like anything 44 or smaller. Maybe if you had like the 4570 or a 500 Smith & Wesson, a 10 or 12 inch barrel might make sense, but then you're just kind of getting into gimmicky revolver level status. If you listen to Off Topic Show, he is disgusting and bullies people. I have not, but I get, some people would say that I bully people just by having guns in front of me. So I have such a hard on for guns. Genuinely don't understand it. I come from a hunting and military family, and we don't glaze over guns. My Protoss kick ass. Cool. So I am a 4th generation military service member. My dad was in for 20 years. My grandpa was in for my dad was a pilot for 23 years. I've been in for almost 20. How long was Grandpa in?
Yours is 4.
4 years. My grandpa was in for 4 years, and my great-grandpa was a civilian at the end of World War II?
During World War II, it's a P-38.
Yeah, as a P-38 mechanic. So, you see, it's not that I have a hard-on for guns, it's that I have a hard-on for freedom, and, you know, the founding fathers, they secured our freedom from the British with guns. I can expand on it further if that's difficult to understand. And they believed in remaining armed to maintain that freedom from government and jackasses. So, thank you, Lane. Do you support Trump? I don't particularly like Trump, but I voted for him because I despised Kamala Harris and the Democrat cesspool that continues to try to drive our country into communism. I like it, Koshi. I got a 6-inch 6-shooter 357, and that feels too long. Maybe if Blythe, that could be. I'm not saying that 6 inches isn't too long for 357, but it could also be the type of revolver you have. I know that like the weight of this one is more than say my dad's Smith and Wesson, and his is a 4 1/4 inch barrel. But the frame itself is also lighter than this one. He has a Smith and Wesson, and it makes a big difference in recoil management. So it could just be that whatever 357 you have with the 6 inches is just heavier because it's got a heavier frame. Koshi, thank you. None of these are heavy firearms.
Heavy firearms not a bad thing.
Oh, I agree. Primrose, go for it. Primo. Yeah, Primo Cell, go for it. I hear you. How are you defining powerful weapons? You said, why do I need such powerful weapons? How are you defining powerful weapons? Heather Vieira, you walked into only dads talking about guns. None of my firearms are auto. None of these are auto. These are all semi-auto. Well, not even the revolver. The revolver's not semi-auto, it's revolver. There's not an AK here. There's an AR-15 and a Nerf gun. The AR-15 is not an automatic rifle. This one is not. The original AR-15 built by Gene Stoner was, but that's not this rifle. I agree, Megacorp. A baseball bat can be a powerful weapon. If I give, you know, like, I don't know, Aaron Rodgers a baseball bat and say, hey, I would like you to be my personal bodyguard, is that more or less dangerous than, you know, I don't know, a person with a 22? Primo. Okay, so you believe that AR is a big gun, correct? You want to know why I have such a big gun? So I have one because I can, first of all, and two, it fires a 22 caliber rifle. The diameter of the bullet in the AR is smaller than the diameter of the handguns. Now we can get into the science of why that doesn't really mean anything, and why saying that it's a big gun doesn't really mean anything either. Thank you, Heather. I hope you enjoy being a part of our little family here, the below average Utah family. Koshi, I do like airsoft. I sometimes play, but I don't own any airsoft firearms, no. Hi. Hi. This is my auntie. She's been in some of my videos before.
Hi.
Her nickname is Auntie Flowers.
Santy Flowers.
Queen Success, you are correct. I do shoot blanks. I've had a vasectomy. SIG P320 times 10 is probably my favorite fire. Snow combo. Yeah. You, I'm guessing you also have had a vasectomy. Okay, I don't care if you own a communist flag. I think you're retarded, but I don't care if you own one. Somebody said, okay, the guy who's been arguing with me about Trump, and now he's saying, you got such big firearms. And he's like, okay, well then I'll own a communist flag, because that's your logic. Okay. If you want a communist flag, what does a communist flag look like? China or Russia?
I wish you could have seen your dad's face on this
Oh, I
video.
know,
That
it's-
was awesome.
Yeah. Leo, I am from Utah, but I'm in Idaho right now. Can I purchase an MP40? You probably can. It's just very expensive and hard to find. Any old, like World War II, as long as one exists, any firearm that's full auto that was built before 1986 can be purchased as a full auto firearm. They just cost a lot more money. They have to be registered with the ATF, and they have to be transferable. So it's just kind of a pain in the ass to do it. But you can own a full auto firearm. It's not illegal. You just have to register it with the government, and they're very expensive. Northern Wisconsin, thank you. Oh, that's Leo. Hi, Leo. What's your favorite country flag, regardless of the country and their politics? America. I like my flag.
The United States of America.
So everyone tough having a gun. Trust me, little kittens shooting someone is not the same. So go read a book and stop imagining yourself being tough. Dracula, cool. I read a lot, dude. I write cybersecurity policy for the government for my job. I read NIST 853 Rev 5, and I review ATO and RMF documents that are 30 and 40 pages
I got a
long.
suggestion for him. Go read the U.S. Constitution.
Hey, yeah, that's a good idea. Dracula, you should go read the U.S. Constitution. And then the Federalist Papers.
Oh, there you go. Good call.
Yeah.
I agree.
Reason of knowledge, agreed. There isn't a huge point in owning a full auto except maybe a little bit of flex. And admittedly, full auto firearms are really fun to shoot.
But they're very inaccurate.
Extremely inaccurate. Well, that's not necessarily true. I've shot some full auto firearms that you can dial in. Yeah, I'm not saying they're
Not
as
on a
accurate as
mountain.
single fire. I'm not saying they're as accurate as single fire or semi-auto, but
The only
you can.
automatic weapon I've ever shot that was accurate is mounted. Everything else, it's gonna go up.
If you've got like if you've got a foregrip like this, you can if you only have 30 rounds or 20 rounds or whatever, you're good. By the time you get it dialed in, you're gonna be IM.
I can guarantee you that if you're gonna, I can just tell you, firing an M4,
Oh yeah, I'm with
it's
you.
gonna climb.
Yeah.
I don't care how much you try to hold it down.
That's awesome, Heather. Heather says she shot her first gun ever shot was 30-06, and she shot her first deer when she was 11 years old. And she's from Maine. I like it. You're gonna like it here.
Is she married?
My dad wants to know if you're married.
I love Maine. I lived in Maine. I
Oh,
love
way too
Maine.
expensive to own, shoot, and art. Yeah, you're right, Reason. Was I afraid of being laid off by Doge? No.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. Thank you, Noah's Athletics. Actually, I have the link for these cups. Anybody that's interested in one of these big cups, I have one that says "We the People" on it, and one that's an American flag. I have a link for it in my channel splash page, like the homepage of the channel on YouTube for Amazon. I think I get like 10 cents for every cup that somebody buys, but they're like $30. I was not laid off I wasn't laid off by Doge, and I'm not afraid. I said I work for the government. I didn't say that I was a government worker. No, Koshi, I don't play VR shooters. Blah, 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 blah. Is this my wife? No, this is my aunt.
This is Auntie Flowers.
Would you rather choose Draco or AR-15 pistol? Definitely an AR-15 pistol.
You could be my kid.
I know. I have too much fun. I agree. I do like 45 ACP. It's not, April. I don't know what to tell you there. It says it looks like the guns are pointing at her. They're like 6 feet in front of us. Blah, blah, blah. Were you afraid of getting laid off by Doge? I don't know how many times to say.
Why are they worried about that? Like,
I don't know, because they thought I was a government worker. No, I'm not afraid, and I wasn't afraid.
I'm just saying why when you.
A vampire walks into a barn. Nope. Sorry, Lucifer. Heard that one before. Nope. Military Humvee. If you like cool toilets, then sure. Sir Blythe, correct. Thanks, bud. Hey, what's up, Fel, man? What's up, buddy? Everybody go check out Tactical Defense Arms 9. If you're here having a good time, if you've liked, if you've subscribed, definitely go check out Tactical Defense Arms 9. He's a buddy of mine, goes by Foulman. He's got some fun content. He does a lot more instructive and, you know, and constructive stuff. I mostly just make fun of liberals and make jokes about my gun community and, you know, just have fun. Don't take things too seriously. Have a good time. Lord Gaming. So 9mm and 10mm are almost the same diameter, but they're very different rounds. 10mm is substantially more powerful than 9mm. Do you own any suppressors? I don't own any suppressors. I would like to get into suppressors. I just don't like the NFA, and I really don't want to pay the fee, and I don't want to be on any type of registration, because that's all the NFA is it's a registration of firearm ownership. Doge didn't lay off any government employees. Doge is a committee, and they presented where there may have been overspending in the government to Congress, and then Congress makes a mandate as to how to reduce funding, and then supervision within each of those divisions where Doge found an excess of spending. They're the ones that fired people. So government employees fired government employees. Thoughts on the AUG? I think the AUG's cool. There are not many firearms, so straight up, I'll tell you guys, there are not many firearms I'm going to be like, oh, I think that's trash. Like almost none. Thank you, Tactical Defense. You're good, Foulman. Clayton Paket, you're right. No one does need weapons. You're 100% correct. But because I don't want to ever be forced into doing anything that I don't want to do and that I disagree with or have my liberty taken from me, I choose to own firearms. But you are correct. I don't need firearms to breathe and live. I just need firearms if I want to ensure my own liberty. So, I think that's great. I think that's great. Oh, Lopez, that's awesome. I want to get a 1911 pretty soon. Protoss kick ass. I know more than you. Blah blah blah. He says this guy doesn't know anything. I don't blame you. Hopefully after January tax. I agree. That's what I'm hoping happens in January as well. Here in SA, we can own South America. We can own suppressor. It's not governed. But man, they're expensive. Yeah, there is. I think it's dumb that here in the U.S., like everybody says we need to be more like Europe and have gun laws and all kinds of things. We're one of the only countries that suppressors are not required to do things like go hunting or shoot not at a gun range. Europe, required. Suppressors are required in Europe, all over Europe,
Really?
and in South America to go hunting.
I didn't know that.
Yep, required. Mr. Lucky Mimi, I do have a stock portfolio. I just also have multiple guns. Koshi, that's cool. I actually don't do a lot of self-defense like martial arts. I know a little bit about boxing and a little bit about jiu-jitsu. Just enough to maybe get out of a scrap and try to stay out of too much harm. But if it was a full-on hand-to-hand thing, I would just rely on my mass. I sound scared of a fictional thing. Okay. I have guns, but my 2 male German Shepherds keep my property pretty safe. Yeah, I have a Labradoodle and an American Poodle, and I feel bad for anyone who ever breaks into my house, because not only are they going to bark their ears off really loud, they're probably going to tear their face off. And if they're still coming at anything in our house, well, then they deserve to get shot. So, yeah, 1911s are way cool. Sorry, I'm like super catching up with the chat. Oh my gosh. This guy lives in a dream world. I don't know what that means, Machiavelli. This guy lives in a dream world. Like this is reality. These are mine. So it's not a dream. thanks, Sir Blythe. This is not my mom, it's my aunt.
Hi, Auntie Flowers.
Do I beat her? No.
What?
You're a dumbass. I agree, Sir Blythe. I believe that everyone should have firearms because I agree. An armed society is a polite society. If everyone knows that everyone else could have a firearm, there'd probably be a lot less dumb fuckery in the world. So, no, I don't want to live in Europe. I want suppressors to be not a big like lie and gun grabbing thing where people are like, oh, it's because assassins. That's stupid. If you think that, you're stupid. Have you built a gun from scratch? So it's Reezy. I want to make sure I'm very clear. I have not built a gun from scratch in the sense that I bought every single screw and bolts and nut and pin and an unmilled piece of aluminum and barrel and plug and spring. I've not done that in like plastic, and I didn't mine it, and I didn't like mill it all out and then mold the plastic. I didn't build one from scratch in that regard. I have bought all the parts and assembled all the parts, like fully disassembled them. So blah, 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 blah. Honestly, self-defense is also good for... I agree. Just twice. I don't know what just twice means. Your ear won't ring in the first place if you're wearing the right accessories. Cool, man. I mean, even with Ear Pro on, you can still damage your ears. That was truly madness combat. We'll find out soon enough. A beautiful dream world. She looks scared. Do you beat her? You sound retarded. Did you eat paint chips as a kid?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what he's talking about either. Yeah, just twice today. How much is this worth? I can't talk about the value of the firearms because YouTube's weird about that. Markisti, you can't take mine, but you can go buy one online, probably if you're in the US. Yes, it does open up to potential criminals having firearms. Yes. If criminals know that everyone that they might try to commit a crime against owns a firearm, how many crimes do you think are actually going to be committed? I have actually come to the conclusion I don't even necessarily think that felons shouldn't have firearms, because some felons committed things like wire fraud, and I don't really think that they're a violent criminal and like want to hurt people, but I think that they deserve the right to protect their own liberty. An armed society is a polite society. Israel forever. We will be doing, eventually, we will be doing a Mega Nerf Blaster giveaway on the channel. I want to assure you that there is a possibility of obtaining a Mega Nerf Blaster from the channel. I have one. Radio, I don't know who all your... Oh, it's Marcavelli, yeah. They're like, she looks so tired of you.
Who, me?
Yeah, they're saying that.
Well, it's late.
Pepsi. I mean, you can go to bed.
We've had I know, I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
But we've had a very long day. We've had a lot going on today.
Initiate peace. That's actually water.
And I'm just listening to the comments.
Bubbles something. Y'all just always got to say something. Yes. I don't know if you're talking about me or somebody else. Do you have a rifle? I don't have an M1 Garand. For best compact gun, I have a PSA Dagger Micro. I really like that. I know they make the Shield M&P 2.0 is pretty compact. Should there be stricter gun laws? No, there should be less gun laws. All gun laws are unconstitutional. Thug Nasty. I'm friends with cops. I am the least of their worries. How much do I pay her for the hour? Actually, I don't. It's my aunt, and yeah.
What? Thanks a lot.
What's up? What's up, Paul? Thank you, Reese's Puffs. Washington State does suck for firearm laws.
All right. It's been
You
fun.
go
All
back.
right, good night, Auntie.
I am.
Good night.
I'm late. It's late. I'm tired.
Okay.
Thanks.
Dark
Bye.
bolts.
I'm out.
I carry the PSA Dagger
Okay, see you
Compact.
tomorrow.
Good night.
I got stuff for breakfast.
Which is like a Glock 19 clone, but I also
What time?
carry the Micro
What?
Dagger, which is like a
What time?
43X clone.
Guess when people get up.
My dad carries a Beretta M9.
Everybody was hungry this morning.
as
so I
his
got stuff for
EDC.
pancakes and eggs.
Mr. New,
See you tomorrow.
why do I have a rifle? Because I like my rifle? I agree, Dylan. Absolutely, if someone's saving up to live free, I feel they should be allowed to pack. Dusty, I agree. An armed society governs themselves accordingly, don't they? I agree. Armed societies are polite societies. Grip is gigantic. Yeah, the pistol grip on my AR is very comfy. And the foregrip is also. Toes, yeah, I was gonna go to sleep, but then I didn't. I like my SIG P365, yep. C. Pruitt, I don't have a 12 gauge here. Yes, Fallout, thanks. Appreciate you being here. Koshi, yes. Cool, man. We will be doing a giveaway of the type that you specifically asked about when we hit 10,000 subs. When we hit 10,000 subs, I will be building one and giving it away. Alex Real, the guns in Mexico come from the U.S. Yes, some of them do. The ones that are like Egyptian AK-47s, though, those aren't made in the U.S. Neither
Some
are
of
the Romanian
Some of the
AK-47s.
guns in Mexico came from the Biden administration.
Yeah, that's true.
Or I guess it was the Obama administration.
Yeah. Real. Alex Real. Gun violence is a made-up term. Alex Real. You should go research Operation Fast and Furious. And then go gobble on a bag of Johnson's. Knife Watch. It's honestly, it's an Amazon optic. It's not that big a deal. Difference between self-defense society and armed society. Self-defense society is armed knowing that you'll have to use it because someone is going to attack you. Armed society is, well, you can choose to attack if you really want to, but I wouldn't recommend it. Vicky Stockwell, awesome. Where's the governing? I don't even know what that means. I reckon the Omega 36M suppresses any. Cool. Crazy. How good is your aim? Good enough. Fallout. I have red dots on two of my pistols. I do have a laser flashlight combo on my AR. Vicky, I have pretty good aim. Big guns are like big trucks, if you know what I mean. None of these guns are big. You guys, I've literally been in airplanes that have guns that are 105 millimeters. None of these are big guns. I thought a case was made in Turkmenistan. That was funny. Easton, I have a revolver there on the end. It's right there. What's that gun in the holster? 9mm, 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 44 Magnum. Brake, not fake guns. Well, that one is. I mean, it does shoot. It just doesn't shoot regular bullets. It shoots Nerf bullets. An educated society would be helpful, but sometimes education is best learned through example. Vicky, there's 5 here. There's 5 in front of me. I have 1 more in the other room, and no, that's not true. I have 2 more in the other room. No, just 1 more in the other room. And then I have some back home. 22 long rifle, best all around. Are you talking about a handgun or a rifle? What AR-15 brand is that? It's an Aero Precision upper and it is an ATI lower. Best holster for quick draw? Whichever one you get good at, Koshi. There's lots of different holsters and they all fit differently. So find the one that you are most comfortable with and lets you quick draw the most comfortably. Difference in stopping power of 9mm versus 380. Fallout. If you're talking about overall kinetic energy, it depends on like the length of the barrel. But there's a great website you can go to look at that information. It's called Ballistics by the Inch, and they break down a lot of really detailed information based upon weight of the ammo, foot per second at detonation versus out the end of the barrel, based upon the length of the barrel. Really great website. Again, it's Ballistics by the Inch. So, Vicky, I am getting tired. Yes. Many of the U.S. have stopped getting mental disorders like depression, anxiety, all that stuff. Guns will be used less for crime and more as self-defense. Generous con. That is probably true. Car edits. What's going on? I don't know, KTC. There's a bunch of stuff going on with SIG right now. I mean, okay, here's an example. How do you define educated? Education can come in many different forms. There's street education. There's education from learning a skill trade. There's education from the military. There's education from a learning institution. I, for one, spent 2 years as a missionary in Chicago. I learned on the streets of Chicago, interacting with people, how to communicate, how to look for certain types of behaviors. I learned about that as a missionary, as a Christian. I then joined the United States Air Force, and I learned how to fix aircraft. I learned some basics of hand-to-hand combat and some basics of rifle shooting and pistol shooting. Then I went on and I became an aircraft mechanic, and I worked on jet engines and panels and hydraulic motors and all kinds of things like that. So that was education. Then I started pursuing a bachelor's degree, and I received a bachelor's degree in psychology. And then I started pursuing a master's degree, and I obtained a master's degree in information systems. Then I got a postgraduate certificate from CompTIA, and I got my Security Plus certificate. And then I started working for different companies and had experience in network engineering, and had experience in cybersecurity, and had experience in quality assurance engineering. So education can mean a lot of different things. Being smart can mean a lot of different things. Having wisdom is knowing how to use all of that different experience and education and intelligence in a way that is productive. Robbie, that's cool that you think I sound very uneducated. That's fine. Ashton, I can't talk about prices. Okay, cool, Alex. I guarantee you that our education system is better here in the U.S. than, I don't know, anywhere than any of the terrorist organizations that send their people here to the U.S. to be educated. Did you fix naval fighters or land fighters? Koshi, I fixed KC-135s, and I also fixed B-1s and C-130s when I worked on aircraft. Now I do computers and cybersecurity. I like the AR-15 on the coffee table. What is it? Alaskan. Hey, what's going on, Alaskan Ballistics? That's my AR-15. I think you've been here before, but it's an ATI lower. It's an Aero Precision upper. It's a 223 Wild barrel, and it's a cheap Amazon optic because I got it on sale, and it does the job. Vicky Stockwell. Shout out to Vicky Stockwell for subscribing. Thank you. Well, 45 minutes in, we went from 75 people watching to 35, just like I was talking about earlier. Told you that was going to happen. So, how many likes do we have? We have 61 likes. Thank you, you guys. I appreciate that. I haven't had to say please like and subscribe one time. Thank you for everyone who's been enjoying it and joining us. Generous con, I agree. Alex, I don't care. You assume that that's the only language I know. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I'll be honest. I only speak English, but I can read a couple of other languages. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes cheaper is better. Inexpensive. I call it value. If something has value, that means that there is, it doesn't matter what the cost was, it's what you benefit from it. HK 416, Ashton. I'm just chatting, listening to this guy talk about. This guy's talking about how shitty the United States is. Well, then I guess you don't have anything to worry about. You can just stay in your country, and I will stay in mine.
What country does he live in?
I don't know. I don't care. The U.S. has the worst education system. Don't come at me for punctuation. I haven't said anything about your punctuation. He'll speak sassy gay to his boyfriend, Alex. Yes, I do speak sassy gay to my boyfriend. I hope you're not talking about him. This is my nephew.
That's weird.
So, again, you guys are assuming a lot, but I'm the one that's uneducated and stupid.
Idiots on there tonight.
I know, there are. It's true. Robbie's saying, and there's his boyfriend. Now, that's my nephew. Favorite handgun. My favorite handgun is the FN57. I think that the 5.7 by 28, I think it is an amazingly engineered cartridge, and I wish it was a little bit more well adopted. It's just a really cool round. I really like it a lot. I agree, Alaskan. Alaskan, if you don't mind my asking, are you actually in Alaska, or is that just the name of your channel because you like used to live there? I used to live in Alaska. That's why I'm asking. And my dad, who's sitting over here, he still lives in Alaska. What you got on the table today, Darius? I've got my 3 9mm, my 44 Magnum, my depleted uranium nuclear tipped Mega Blaster, and my AR-15. It is... What flag is this? This is the Netherlands, maybe?
Just want to show you the flag.
It's red with the blue and white cross inside it. It's not Switzerland.
Where am I looking?
Right there.
Oh, I think that's like Denmark.
Oh, Denmark. Is it Denmark? The Netherlands?
It's not the Netherlands. It's Scandinavian.
It's not Sweden.
No, it's either Denmark, Norway, or...
I know it's not Sweden or Norway. Norway's the ones that just joined NATO. They make Zin. We gave them F-35s. Yeah, they're all about being armed. Oh. Robbie is calling me gay boy. Cool. Scandinavians are just mad that their soldiers are
No,
less
it's not
dangerous.
Denmark.
So he's laughing at me because I don't know.
I'm gonna figure it out for him. Why should you know?
Yeah, I don't give a shit what the country's from.
It's Norway.
It's Norway. Cool. Our former prime minister is the chairman of NATO. That's good. Are they going to start paying for their own shit? Or are they going to keep waiting for my country that you hate to keep paying for their shit? Get fucked. They are Fallout. I know a lot of Canadian dudes, and guess what? Most of the Canadian soldiers that I know are really cool dudes, and they like America. It's only the weird freaking liberal shitbags that don't like America. Man. I don't know what YouTube is thinking tonight. Like they're really trying to send the best of the best. There's 2 O's in goose, boys. No. If anybody gets that reference, like high five to you guys. It's such a subtle moment, but it's so great. No, guys, there's two O's in Goose. Oh man. That's Trump gonna kick the EU's ass. Trump is making the world great again. I mean, he's doing what he thinks is best for the country. I have always been of the opinion that every president we've ever had is doing what they think is best for the country and what they think is best for the global security of the world. They all do it in a different way. I think Trump has some good ideas, but I also, I voted for him, and so I speak out against things that I don't like the whole Epstein thing. I think that's really fucking weird. I don't care about the ICE stuff. I say kick out people that are here illegally. Every other country in the world does it. Why shouldn't we? I'm all about holding NATO and our allies accountable for paying for their own shit. It's getting old, paying for all of their shit. I think that everyone being self-reliant and self-sustaining and building up their own military powers, that's a good thing for global security. Yeah. That's right, Alex. If you would like one, we sometimes give them away on the channel if you're subscribed. And then if you don't want to wait to see if you win one for free, you can always go and buy one on Amazon. I have a link in my on my channel description, and I get like 10 cents if you buy one. It's 100 ounces. The Epstein thing is weird. Worldwide, yeah, I believe we do have the highest GDP in the world.
Almost twice.
By twice, first
Almost.
and second. Yeah.
China's second, with 1.3 billion people.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have a third of the population of the second largest GDP, and ours is better. We also have the world's first and second most powerful Air Force. So there's that. Best president ever in U.S. history, George Washington. What do I think about the new season of South Park? I thought the episode with Donald Trump on South Park was freaking hilarious. Because I have a sense of humor. Oh, Green Hood. Yeah. I thought it was hilarious, Green Hood. I agree, Alex. Fallout. That's a whole other thing. It's the whole how much we've spent in Ukraine. The thing is we don't truly know how much was spent in Ukraine. There's general ideas. Some of it was like securities that were offered. A lot of it is it's not just money. It's not like we just wrote a check to Ukraine, but we did send over an enormous amount of support in weapons and infrastructure and intelligence and things like that. And it's how much do we use our intel and our weapons and our training to support Ukraine, but that's not actually tracked as supporting Ukraine or spending on Ukraine. It's just done. So there's things like that. I think Ukraine should exist. I think Ukraine should be supported. I think Ukraine has, for way less than we ever thought possible, been able to hold off and wage war against Russia. The problem is that Ukraine doesn't have a clear path to victory, and if it's a long, drawn-out war, as it already has been, they'll lose to attrition eventually. They will lose to attrition. I can't keep my own people off the street. That's because I'm not going to force them to live a lifestyle that they don't want to live. If people want to do drugs and break the law, that's their choice to do it. They suffer the consequences. One of the consequences is, hey, you might not be able to have a job and live in housing, and you have to live on the street because you are not choosing to be a productive member of society. So there's that. They've also gotten due to the influx of immigrants again. You can't even keep your own country safe. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't even keep. When was the last time my country was invaded? Most U.S. cities are worse. You don't even keep your streets clean. Okay.
Most U.S. cities are run by Democrats.
Most U.S. cities are also run by socialists and Democrats. Big hitter, what's going on, buddy? Did I join in an argument? My name's not Rick. We have a socialist from Norway who is talking about how bad America is, and he's kind of a fucking retard. Thank you guys, appreciate it. Blicky Western, what's going on? Yeah. Who had to join a conglomerate of nations to support military actions in case Russia decided to be aggressive to them, that is paid for by 80% American tax dollars? Oh yeah, Norway. They joined NATO. And who got the second most advanced fighter on the planet at a subsidized cost because you can't afford it or design it? Oh yeah, Norway. It's called the F-35. But hey, you keep talking shit about America. That's fine. You're welcome for all of the things.
Let me correct you carefully.
Okay.
NATO was, Norway was a founding member of NATO. Finland just joined NATO.
You sure it wasn't Norway? I thought somebody was saying Norway just joined. Oh. Oh, okay, so I'm corrected. I stand corrected. You're right. NATO helped found Norway. Norway helped found NATO. Norway helped found NATO. So you just haven't been paying the whole time?
Well, Norway probably pays, but it requires like 3% of their GDP, and their GDP is like tiny.
Oh, yeah, NATO's a good deal for you, Norway. 3% of your GDP. Your GDP is what? And then you get all the benefits of NATO. And like, we pay for like 80% of NATO. And it's all our stuff. And it's mostly our troops. And you guys all benefit from it. And I'm fine with it. I like NATO. I think NATO's good. I just think everybody that bitches about America, I personally think that if you bitch about America and you're a NATO country, then you should have to pay more than 3% of your friggin' GDP. Check how much oil money we have. Alex, what's
Norway?
Yeah. What's your GDP, Alex?
I'll Google it for you.
Okay, here, I'm gonna do your job. Oh my gosh. Oh man.
If it's in the top 20, I'll be surprised. 31st.
Radio said Norway's GDP is estimated to be around $485.31 billion US dollars in 2023.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's projected to be 501 in 2025.
Okay, so 501 billion. Let's just say 500 billion. Okay? Norway's GDP is 500
Depending
billion.
on how you measure it, they're either they're from between 31st and 52nd in the world.
In the world. Okay, so Norway's GDP is 31st or 52nd, depending on how it's measured. GDP in the world. Ours is first, and then China's is second. And ours is twice the amount of China's.
If he wants to feel good about himself, they're fourth per capita. If that makes sense.
All he's talking about is how clean their streets are because they invested in their country.
Because they're smart enough not to allow the infusion of Islam into their country like Sweden did.
Alrighty. Yeah. Wait, that's 100 billion per 1 million people? Wait.
They just said they're fourth.
Yeah, you're fourth per capita. What's your population? Numb nuts? Oh man. Koshi, I think using the term invaded Afghanistan is a stretch, and
We invaded Afghanistan.
okay,
Rightly so.
so
Where the mistake was made
here it comes.
is when we pulled out of Afghanistan.
Okay, I agree. Somebody's saying we lost.
We
And
did.
it's like we lost in Afghanistan because the Biden administration fucked the whole situation up. And openly saying the Trump administration, the first go around, said, we're gonna pull out on this date. And then the Biden administration was like, well, good luck, Afghanistan. We're gonna leave all of our shit here. You can use it. And then we just left.
We didn't leave all our shit there.
We didn't leave all of it, but we left a lot of it.
Don't talk to me about Afghanistan.
I know. There's,
I'll fuck somebody up.
yeah. This is not the environment to bring up Afghanistan, guys. Oh man. I really like my subscribers and my guys that like me. They're in here. There's like one or two loud dudes that are being absolute fuck sticks, and then all my guys are like, "You're a moron. What about this? What about this?" And then my guys are like, "You're a moron." Look, Alex, I'm going to break this down for you real simple. If your government came to you and said, okay, we're making a new law that every 3 days someone gets to come into your house and have sex with your wife while raping you with a dildo, there's nothing that you can do about it to stop it. If that is a law that gets passed in your country, okay, you can't do anything. If somebody makes that law somehow and passes it, and they come to my house to enact it, they better have level 4 plates. End of story. Oh man. Barely any crime in Norway. Okay.
There's
That's
barely
good.
any people in Norway.
Yeah.
Go away. We got
Like
one-
literally I have there are entire cities that are bigger than your entire nation, dude. Alex, you have no idea. Somebody ban Alex. I'm done with Norway. I'm sorry. I'm done. Gunshots, Dusty, somebody. I'm done. Norway needs to go away. I'm done. He's just a fucking moron. Thank you. We're done. We're done. Goodbye, Norway. Damn. What a freaking moron. Dude, seriously, sometimes, I do not like being an anti-First Amendment guy at all. But there reaches a point where I'm like, you're not contributing anything, you're just shitting on my country, and You're complaining about everything. You don't even live here. Dude, go eat your bag of dicks and go away. Oh, he's just looking for a fight, but he's just being a moron. It's like, yeah, I know. People are complaining. Like, he's sitting there talking shit about us, and it's like, we are the most generous nation on the planet. We help people everywhere. We give money freely. We give money to people that, frankly, kind of want to see us destroyed. Like, there are countries that house people that want us to die, and we're like, here, would you like help? We'll send you money. And then they have the gall to tell us that we're a bad nation. Hayden, I will shout out Mike. I'm not going to shout out his last name. Exactly. And then he cries about, I can't believe you feel like you need guns. It's like, well, if, like I said, oh man. But that was a good try, Hayden. That was a very good try. Dude, Hayden, I appreciate the effort. So shout out to Hayden for trying to get me to say something gay. Thank you, Gunshots. You're awesome. One of my guys is named Gunshots. He's been on the channel for a long time. He's a good guy. No, you're good, Hayden. That was good. That was good. We're pretty fun here. If I would have said it though, everybody would have made fun of me and everybody would have said, "Up, he got you." Like we have a good sense of humor here. We do things right. So let me see. Where are we at? 64 likes. Started an hour ago. Okay. Oh, I spent way too much time arguing with that dude from friggin' Norway, that Alex dude. Man. Big hitter. Oh, big hitter. You are... I can't remember what your name used to be, big hitter. Nope, Hayden, that one's not going to work either. Dude, Hayden, I've got almost 10,000 subscribers, and I have teenage children. It's not going to work. But again, that is a good try. Brighton, that's right. Brighton, did you know that you're one of the few subscribers I have that I know lives in Utah? I think almost everybody else lives all over the US and like all over the rest of the world. But you're one of the few like that I definitely know lives in Utah. No, worldwide, worldwide we just banned him. I was just done. That's true. Green Hood used to live in Utah. Green Hood used to live in Utah. So, Green Hood, I am excited to do the giveaway that you're sponsoring. So I am excited to get that, to do a review of some of it. Like I'll use like maybe one or two to do a review and just show it off, and then give away. It'll be fun. So I agree. It's not worth arguing. That's true, Gunshots. You live, I can't remember what city it is. It's Plain City, right? Right there near St. George. Nice, Koshi. Paige. That's right, Paige. Brighton, it was a lot of fun. We shot it today. Given that it's a used revolver, I don't think it's been shot very much. Because there's not, like, you can look down the barrel. The barrel is really clean. It doesn't look like there's a lot of wear in the rifling, and it was it was pretty accurate. I felt like we were pretty spot on.
Everybody actually shot pretty well.
Yeah, and we had some people that had never really shot, 44 before, and did really well. Everybody shot really well. So I would say that's less a testament to our ability and a lot more to the accuracy of the rifle. So, all right, guys. I think it's time to call it a night. Oh, cool, gunshots. If I had to retire the A10, I don't think the A10 is going to retire just yet. Call it a hunch. I think that there's still some fight left in the A10. Salamun alaikum. I'm not sure if they're trying to get me to say come or not. I kind of feel like they are. Would I shoot a GAU 30? Yeah. I would shoot a GAU 30. Oh, cool, Rick. Thanks, Dusty. This is not her stuff. This is the Airbnb that we're staying in, guys. Okay, I wasn't sure, dude. I'm pretty tired. It's almost 1 a.m. We've had a long day. You're good, man. Whatever. I think we're all tired. I think we're all a little bit dumber having had to deal with that dude from Norway for as long as we did. Just yeah. I think we're gonna call it a night. It was good. It was a fun chat. Oh hey, we got some more subscribers. That's good. I think we've had an uptick in our subscriber count, everybody. Little bit closer to 10,000. Let's see how quickly we can get there. That'll be really fun. If we can get to 10,000 before the end of August, I will be very happy. And you guys will too, because I think by the end of, I'd like to say by the end of October, we'll have planned, built, and done our special 10,000 subscriber giveaway. So, all right, I'm gonna call it a night. You guys have been great. Thank you so much for joining us, for contributing. Thank you those of you that didn't put up with that shit and helped, talk and I appreciate, you know who you are. I appreciate you guys that contribute to the conversation in a positive way, help defend our nation. Even like people don't think about that, but like when people from outside our nation just shit on us about stuff that they clearly do not comprehend, and they get to live the blessed version or whatever they think is a blessed lifestyle because they're ignorant, because of the security that we help provide to them. Like it boggles my mind. There are so many countries that truly do not, that like just rag on us, and they truly do not understand how much they benefit from our nation and my brothers and sisters in arms keeping their asses safe. Like it. And I don't want to become a seclusionist society, because every time the U.S. has tried to pull back and be completely isolationist, that's when the world goes to shit. So, yeah. Anyhow, you guys have a good night. We'll do push-ups tomorrow. You guys know the rules. Always stay sexy. Always stay zesty. And as Baba Yaga would say, always carry was around in the chamber. Good night, friends. You want to say good night, below average Alaska grandpa, or however you want to be called, Dover. There we go. We'll do our close up. Anaconda 17 43X 19 depleted uranium mega blaster bolt shooter AR-15. Later, guys.